This is Prince Hanley coming to you with 100,000 watts of pure love. The voice of Israel and for Israel. I want to talk to you today about revelation for Israel and for the Jewish people. Be encouraged. God is for Israel. God is for Jerusalem, and God is for you, if you are for Him. Joseph was a man chosen by God to keep the children of Israel and surrounding nations alive in time of worldwide famine. There were great famines in Mitzrayim, or in Egypt, in the centuries that followed Joseph. However, there was no preparation for them like those made by Joseph. God had revealed to Joseph what would happen and what to do. You can read about that in the Torah in Genesis chapters 41 through 47. There have been several famines in Egypt. The 7-year famine in Egypt, hundreds of years after Joseph, from the period of 1064 to 1071 A.D., resulted in great disease and plague. People were so hungry they ate human corpses. Animals perished for lack of food and grain. Bands of kidnappers would let down hooks from windows to catch people. Mass population was destroyed by death. However, previously, in the time of Joseph, because of revelation from God, mass population was spared. And God's people, the children of Israel, were spared. God has always used the Jews to bless the world. Whenever the cup of the Jew spills over, it blesses the Goyim. Take the example of Daniel. Daniel honored God, and God honored Daniel. From a teenager taken into captivity through probably his 80s, Daniel served as prime minister in 3 different empires: Babylon, the Medes, and Persia. To Daniel, at the latter part of his life, was also revealed end-time prophecy pertaining to Israel, the nations of the world, the Goyim, and both of Mashiach's appearances, first as suffering servant, and secondly as king. All these honors were in addition to Daniel surviving the den of lions into which he was thrown for praying to his God. God is the same today, my friend. In the Tanakh we read in the book of Malachi, "For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore you sons of Yaakov are not consumed." There are a lot of cataclysmic changes happening in the world today. Next February, Israel will be voting for a new prime minister, government, and parliament. At that time, Iran will be putting together a new bomb or nuclear warhead, if not sooner. At that time also, the new USA president will have been in office only 20 days. The economic and social disintegration of the United States, brought about by commercial, educational, and governmental mismanagement and malaise, will result in lack of support for Israel. The underpinning of a 10-region confederacy will be forged by the EU, out of which the New World Order will appoint a leader who will be an arch enemy of Israel. The Islamic and Palestinian hatred of Israel will bring pressure upon Israel to sign an accord, the architect of which will be the leader of the New World Order. He will agree to protect Israel in exchange for their signing this treaty. This accord will be a 7-year treaty, a unification document, allowing Israel to build her temple on or near the Temple Mount in exchange for land and Jerusalem compromises. This will usher in a time of great persecution for the Jewish people, 42 months after the signing of this accord. You can read about that in Jeremiah chapter 30, verses 6 and 7, and in Daniel chapter 9, verse 27. The focus of the New World Leader will then turn from protection of Israel to persecution of Israel. Watch for this, a coming world leader who will be wounded in the head, and his deadly wound will be healed. This coming world leader who rides into office on a platform of peace will be worse than Hitler in Nazi Germany. He will first appear as a man of peace, a Messiah with answers for the Middle East and the world situation. Remember what the Scripture tells us. When they say, peace, peace, sudden destruction will come upon them. So let me summarize again. Revelation for Israel and the Jewish people. Be encouraged. God is for Israel. God is for Jerusalem. And God is for you if you are for Him. But make sure you know Him. Make sure you know the real Mashiach before the false Messiah, the coming world leader, arrives on the scene. Pray. Ask God to reveal to you if Yeshua is really your Messiah. If He does, then receive Him. Ask Him what He wants you to do. By the way, if you want a free e-sign, an electronic newsletter dealing with Israel and the end times, just email princehandley@gmail.com. In the subject line, type Israel e-sign. Yes, my friend, God is for you. Troublous times are coming, times of great persecution. The underpinnings of the New World Order and of the false Messiah coming to attack Israel, to destroy Israel and the Jewish people, is being formed right now. But I want to tell you some good news. God is for you. Never forget that. Yeshua HaMashiach will come back to establish His kingdom and to deliver those who are looking for His appearing. This has been your friend, Prince Handley. Baruch haba b'Shem Adonai.